What's going on? It's your boy Bowie here, and I'm back with a video, and this video is about this game right here. A game that I've had on my channel before, but I haven't really talked about it in full. It's called Fight of Steel Infinity Warrior. And this game is the game that Mortal Kombat 11 tried to be. And I'm gonna show, I'm gonna do a breakdown of this game and show all the stuff that it has in it. Well, not all the stuff, but show some of the main aspects that it has in it. But this game turns out to be directly comparable to Mortal Kombat 11, because Mortal Kombat 11 was all about one thing: customization, custom variations, custom outfits, even with custom names to go with those variations. And those were brilliant ideas that NetherRealm never fully realized, because I think, it was too afraid of the kind of backlash that it was going to get from its player base. And in being afraid of the backlash that it could have gotten from its player base, it wound up getting a whole bunch of backlash from its player base. Not only just for the customization or the lack thereof, but for other game mechanics that marred the long-time enjoyment from the fans. But this game right here didn't have that problem. This game right here is very ambitious, and it punches well above its weight. Now, am I really making this video in order to slander Mortal Kombat 11? Absolutely not, because I actually like MK11 quite a bit, and I enjoyed it, and I played it, and it had a lot of good things in it. But I do think that Mortal Kombat 11 is an example of lost potential, and I want to show where this game capitalizes on that potential. Okay? So with that being said, let's get into Fight of Steel. So Fight of Steel is all about customization, but let's first get into these modes. So it has a story mode, which is kind of interesting. It has an arcade mode. It has versus, where you can play against people, computers, or you can make the computers play each other. Has an online mode. Has a good training mode. A challenge mode, which is, just offline gameplay, which is really dope. You get to purchase different items here. I don't want to buy anything. And you get to customize what you've purchased here. Plus you get to look at the collections, options, credits, yada, 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 yada. So let's look at these credits first, just so that you can see. So these are the kind of creations, these are the characters that are in this game. Now, these characters don't have specific names, and that's because these are all custom created characters. And if they look disheveled, it's because they are, But as you can see in the back, you see that this game was made by an independent studio, and I forget the name of the studio right now. But this studio made a bunch of other games. Yeah. Ooh, command grab. Ooh, flippy kick. That's cool. And you got a counter here, or a parry, But yeah, you can sort of see who's responsible for the creation of this game. And, these characters are robots. So the robots in this game are named Steels. Or they're named Steel, because Steel is plural as well as singular. And you get to put parts of different steel together to form your own created characters. And so let's explore what that looks like. I guess I'll start with the skins. So I'll do something from scratch. So this is your default character. And in the story mode, you learn his name and you sort of get a little bit about his backstory. But you don't have to make your character look like this. Your character can instead look like this, or like this, or like this. And, you know, notice these are all outfits that form a set. And so a set comprises of 6 pieces: a head, a torso, 2 arms, and 2 legs. But what's really dope is you don't have to go with a set if you don't want to. You can switch out any of these parts for any other part. You see? So I can make my droid or my steel with any of these pieces that I want. So let's say I think the head is ugly. I can put that head on it. Or this head, or this head, or this head, or anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the heads that I can switch out. I can switch out any of the body parts. You know, I can have some bare arms, or maybe I can make one of the arms bare and the other one a robot. And then I can change the legs if I want as well. You see? And notice the different robots, you know, the colors don't really match all that well. So if I want to make all the colors match, I can change the colors right there on the fly. Now, unfortunately, I don't get to change all the colors. I wish I was able to, like, you know, change all the colors on every part of each piece. But you can make it more cohesive if you want. Or you can change individual colors of different pieces. You see? So if I want to have a green arm, I can make a green arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do whatever I want to do. I can confirm it, and then I can save it and give it a different name if I wished. And so I've already made 8 costumes here. And I pretty much just stick with these, and I don't feel the need to make any more. You know? I think that's dope. Also, let me get into this training mode. So, not only do I get to make custom costumes, I even get to pick my custom fighting style, sort of. So you have 6 presets here. This one is based off of the classic martial artist, I should say. And this is the default fighting style of the character in the story. But I can pick the one from I guess the police robots. They all have different names. There's 3 factions of robots in the story. 3 factions of steel, I should say. And so you have, these are the protectors. These are the gears. And then these are the scavengers, you know. And so each faction has its own fighting style, you know. I prefer this one from the protectors because it's, like it says, it's very pragmatic. But, you know, you also have, these are more robotic styles where, you know, the characters do jerky movements and stuff. This is more animalistic. You know, they kind of fight savagely and they have savage attacks. And then you have these extra 2 styles which are based on religion. So you have Christianity stance and the Buddhism stance, which is really dope. So I think that's really, really fire. So you get to pick your normals. And each set has completely different attacks. The frame data is probably the same for most of them. I don't know. That's one thing I wish this game did have, is frame data. But anyway, it has everything else. But aside from the normals, you get to also pick the moves. So let's do a new skill set. So that's so dope and funny. But anyway, so these are some characters. These are two of the outfits that I made. You could tell I made them because they're cohesive. But yeah, when you pick your move set or your variation, you get to pick damn near everything about this variation. Starting with their fighting stance. So I can pick this stance, this stance. You know what I'm saying? So you get to pick the stances. That's a nice stance. But this one's my favorite because it just looks busy and ready, you know what I'm saying? And so I get to pick not only the way they stand, but I get to pick the way they crouch. You know. So I get to pick all kind of stuff. I even get to pick the way they walk. I can make them crawl. You know. So I get to pick the stances. I also get to pick their intros and their outros. So when they start a fight, you know, they have a little opening cinematic, and when they win, they have a closing cinematic. I get to pick all that, you know. But more importantly, I get to pick their special moves. So in this game, you have two basic type of attacks. You have your lights and your heavies. Those are your normals that are governed by the presets that I showed you. But then you also have your special button, and you get to pick your specials, all three of them. And not only do you get to pick your specials, you get to decide which input a particular special goes to. So this input is forward special, and as you can see, I get to see what they all do. So forward special is mapped to lightning strike. That's lightning strike. This is down special, and this is back special. You even get to pick your super move, and there's a bunch of super moves, you know. This ain't even all of them. These are the ones I just liked and chose. Now, chances are you're not going to like the special moves that are here, so you get to pick your own. So, you know. And there's all kind of stuff. All kind of crazy stuff. Now, these are just the punches. Oh, this one's really cool. No, that ain't the one. It's plunder. Is it? Yeah, you get to snatch a fool out the air and bring them to you. Really dope. Now, these are just the punches. I could pick kicks too. Y'all saw that one before. Some of the kicks are ripped straight from Street Fighter. You know. You know. But maybe you don't want to do a punch or a kick. Maybe you want to throw projectiles. Because you want to zone. That one's really dope and aggravating as hell. That's interesting. So you can shoot lasers at people. Hell, you can even throw pizza at people. Look at that. Ridiculous. And it's a good ass projectile too. I love that move. But then you can even have different kind of moves. You saw me use that earlier. So you have command grabs. You have this funky ass move here, which just like reminds me of Mortal Kombat 3 Sector. You know what I'm saying? You have your parries. What the hell is this? Okay, that's a command grab too. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay, some jack stuff, you know what I'm saying, from Mortal Kombat, you know what I mean? What is this? Oh yeah, that's a command grab as well. I like that move a lot. It's really good. What's this? What the hell? Drag attack? Now what the hell is this? Oh, that's a parry. Oh, okay. A religious parry, like, ah. Yeah. So you get to pick your custom moves. Now, what I like about this is so dope, particularly as it pertains to the direction. So this is a back to block game. So when you're holding back, you block. Also, if you hold back and crouch, you are performing a crouch block. So if you're a character that, let's say you're the type of player that wants to throw fireballs a lot, it might behoove you to let your fireball be your down special. Because, for instance, where's that straight? Yeah. Maybe you don't want to move back when you shoot your fireball. Maybe you just want to stand in place and shoot that and then quickly block. You can do that if you wish. But if you wanted to map this to back special, you can do that as well. You know? So I think that's really, really dope. So not only do you get to customize what move you do, you get to customize which input the move is assigned to, giving you your own way of controlling your character. So how does this all go together? Let's look. So I made my presets here. I'm gonna use Rushdown, and I'm gonna put Rushdown with my very first costume that I ever made. That way we can see how this all gets put together. So that's my little intro. Oh, what the hell? Oh, he fighting me. Get the... Hey, you gonna calm your ass down. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, that's because the opponent settings on CPU. Jesus Christ. It was going after my neck, bruh. Chill out. Anyway. Now I gotta do this again. Hold up. Sorry about that, you guys. So I wanted to start from scratch. That way I could go through all the controls, you know. Okay. So, as I was saying, so you have light attacks, which is assigned to the 1 button, which for most of y'all would be either X on the Xbox controller or square on the PlayStation. You have heavy, which is 2. Special is button 3. Now by default, button 4, no, actually I'm tripping. Special is 4. Now 3 was assigned to throw, but I didn't feel like that made sense. So I assigned it to R1 because I'm an MK9 guy and I do that, you know. And so this is a 1-button throw game, so I don't think you can throw with 2 buttons together. So what I think is interesting is you have different animations for back throw and regular throw. And the throw range is kind of short. See? In some games, this is long enough to throw somebody, but as you can see in this game, you gotta be real precise. You gotta be like definitely right next to them, legs crossing and stuff. And it's even more true for a back throw. You gotta be all up in their face, you know, which is interesting. But anyway, so your light normals are your fastest normals in the game. So you have regular light, crouching light, and they both do 20 damage, as you can see. Super fast. These are your punishing normals. This is a low, so if your opponent's blocking in the neutral, you can just dash up, hit that low, and it connects. You know what I'm saying? What's cool is you have every character has a 50-50 because you got this low, which is unreactable, and you also have this overhead attack, which is just your special button by itself. Now the overhead's much slower, of course, but if you've got them blocking this all the time, you can sneak one of these in every now and again to throw them off, you know. Now, there's no run button. You just have your walking, and the walking's not that bad for a back-to-block game, actually. But the main method of movement is dashing. And as you can see, your dashing is really good in this game. Forward and backwards dashing is godlike, you know. So, dashing is your movement. And even though it doesn't really take much to be in the opponent's face in a way, you have to be very careful still, because all while you're dashing, you can't block. You know, so you have to commit to your dashes. Here are your jumps, and as you can see, they're kind of loopy, and they don't go that far. I mean, they kind of go a little bit far, but you know, 2 jumps puts you at full screen, you know. But you can dash and then cancel it with a jump. So you kind of have to commit to a jump, but not really. Or kind of commit to a dash, but not so. Now, what's cool about dashes is you can cancel them with normals. So, you know, you can really run up and pop the hell out of somebody, you know. So, now, depending on your preview, or your preset, I should say, your attacks are completely different. So these are your like I said, this is the pragmatic style, and you can see the preset up there. You see assault combat tactics up top. That's not the name of the character, that's the name of the preset that you're using. And each preset has completely different normals. So in Art of Ultra Lightning, my down light doesn't look like this. It looks completely different. But anyway, so this is my heavy, and you have down heavy, just like you have down light, but you also have forward heavy. And the forward heavy in this stance is an uppercut that you can string into a special, you know what I'm saying? But then also you have a down forward heavy, because this is the regular down heavy. It's like a crouching uppercut, but down forward heavy's a long range sweep that then strings into moves. So if you want a low that hits, like, notice how far that is. That doesn't reach. Hold on. Whoops. But that does reach. So that's more of a footsie tool. You also have your special attack. So your special attack by itself just does this. But if you hold a direction and hit your special, then you get different stuff. Now, up is not one of the directions, but back special gives me the sword that cuts a fool. Down special is a DP from Street Fighter. And then forward special is this fist flurry. This fist flurry's too nice. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'll show you why in a minute. Now, in addition, you also have EX moves. So regular sword strike is this. If you press special and heavy together plus a direction, you get your EX moves. And they have different properties. Often these have armor, and they can be chained after. You can chain them directly after other moves. Like normally, after I do a special, I can dash cancel out of a special, but I can't do anything else. But I can do a special and then cancel into an EX special if I wish. You see what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't use that enough. But it's just something that you can do, which I think is dope, you know? So, let me see something here. Man. Ooh, I ain't even tried that. I have never even tried that. Oh my God. Let me stop. I ain't even know I can do that. That's kind of tight. That's tight as hell, son. That's tight as hell. All right. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So, as you can see, dashing is really important in this game. And what happens is, after you perform a special, you can dash cancel. So your normal special does this. And notice it takes a while to recover. But you can dash after a special. So I can back dash or forward dash. Many specials even allow you to jump cancel. Not all of them though. But you can always back dash, forward dash out of a special. And the reason why that's important is because this is how you perform your combo follow-up, you see? And so you do your specials, and then you dash, and then continue with more normals. And the normals chain into each other. And so the general rule in this game is that lights chain into heavies. So there are no strings. Let me see, can I do light? So lights can chain into other lights, but they do have pushback. So I can do 2 lights, low light, crouch light, regular light. So I can do that. And lights chain into heavies. Now heavies don't chain into anything else except specials. So it goes light, heavy, special. And you get to choose which special it is. You know, that kind of thing. Now, you may not always want to start with a light. And part of the reason for that is lights scale the damage slightly. But starting with a light is your go-to punish. So whenever somebody does a special move and you block it, you can punish with a light, either with a low or a standing light. And this low is, you know, one of the ways that you open people up in the neutral, because if they're blocking, you can come in and do a low and then start your combo. You know, that kind of thing. So, whereas Mortal Kombat 11 sort of de-emphasized combos and stuff like that and tried to really restrict moves that allowed people to do combos, this game is combo centric. All these moves lead to combos. Every single one of them. You know, so I can do forward heavy into the punches. You know what I'm saying? I can do that and continue to follow up. I can do this, as you saw. Those are different combo routes right there off of all my specials. Even the projectiles lead to combos in this game, and I'll show some of that later. But the key is, you know, piecing these combos together and successfully dash canceling and finding ways to continue the combo for the most damage. And so one of my first combos that I ever did in this game looks something like this. Well, kind of like that. It's been so long now. You know, that's 35 meterless. That's pretty respectable. But now, my combo looks more like this. And I can hit that from anywhere in the screen. Look how much corner carry that was. That's almost from one corner to the next. And then I can even cancel my super into this stuff too. Damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't drop it. And by the way, supers cancel off of specials. That's what I was trying to do at the end of my combo, but you know. Oh, I dropped that too. What the hell? There we go. Yeah. Now, you have a Mortal Kombat 9 style meter system. And so a special or an EX move costs 1 bar of meter. Let me show that here. Okay. So that's 1 bar. Now y'all see that overdrive bar down there? When you hit overdrive, for one, it breaks combos, but also it allows me to do special or EX moves without spending meter. You see? I did 2 EX moves and I still have bars. So you have to be strategic about when you use your overdrive and when you don't. You know what I'm saying? You want to use it in a pinch. One of the cool things about this game is that you build bar back crazy. You get meter for getting hit and for hitting people. So as you can imagine, I always have meter. You know, let me see if I can. I did it, but it didn't connect. Damn. Throws gave so much meter. God, dog. You know. So my long combos that I be doing be building so much meter. You know. But yeah, that's the fun of this game, is piecing combos together and coming up with custom routes, you know, for getting those combos to work, coming up with situations where you would use them, you know, that kind of thing. And even as y'all saw a couple moments earlier, I had discovered a new combo route because I can do stuff like that. Because my normal combo starts with this. You know, I do a normal into that sword, but what if I did something like this? You see? That's 436. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, it knocks out. I see. You know, but this goes to show different exploration routes. Now, the good thing about my combos is I don't use no meter, and I can get 44%. Some people want to use meter, you know. So, what does the combat look like? Well, I'll show you. I'll just do a quick little match. Myself versus the computers. But let me use my Protect outfit because I like it a lot. I'll fight one of these animal-looking creatures so that y'all could see. You know. So as you can see, this game allows for a lot of customization. Lots and lots of it. And I really wish Mortal Kombat 11 would have just did the same thing. Oh, damn, I dropped. Damn it. Come on. Ooh, that's not safe. Yeah, see, the overhead is not safe in this game. Come on, boy. Jesus. Most of the special moves on block aren't safe in this game. Unless you cancel. Ooh, boy, you can't do that. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, he broke. Jesus. You will stop. I really wish I had frame data for this game. I'd be very curious to know how fast these normals are. Stop. Ooh, boy. Oh, I dropped. Oh, no, ain't no way. Ooh. Boy. He's gonna do overdrive. God damn it. Ooh. Ooh, whiff. Oh, whiff punish your ass. What? Ooh. Whiff punish. Oh, I dropped anyway. God damn it. I need a better special, but, you know, it is what it is. And as you can see, this game can get real fun and real crazy. Matter of fact, let me show you another style. So that was rush down. This is my neutral stance here. Yeah. I use it. I fought against a beast before. I'll fight against a robot now. Well, they're all robots, but y'all know what I mean. Not to mention the official FG company, Brook, you know, the one that makes the, you know, the arcade sticks, the controllers, and the converters and stuff like that. They like this game, and they sponsor it. Now, this stance, I call it neutral because it has a fireball. And so, as opposed to my other stance where I was really close to the opponent all the time, I just like to chill out here and throw these fireballs and let my fireballs lead to full combos on people. Boy. Who told you to jump? Look at that. Bait the opponent to jump, shoot the fireball, and then catch them. But what's cool is I can use the fireballs directly in combos too. See? So the fireballs lead to combos. I ain't gonna do that because I know I'm gonna trigger that damn thing. What? Boy. What? I thought I was gonna be able to throw punch that. Stop. God damn. Now, one of the things I really like about this game is that when you fight the computers, they don't input read, they just play their game. They play the way they play, and you have to get around them. This is really dope. Yeah. So, as you can see, you know, you get to express yourself creatively with the gameplay in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'll show a computer on computer match. Wait, hold up. Where's my skin? I'll use Yeet 2. And then, let's see. What was it again? I did that. And I'll use neutral. Remember those dummies that I used, or that you saw earlier in the video? They came from this. So yeah, all in all,
Round 1. Engage.
this video's not so much about, you know, MK11's shortcomings, but it's more about what I really enjoy about this game, Fight of Steel. You know, I think this game's really marvelous. It's very ambitious. It really does allow for a lot of creativity and player expression, not just through the use of its costumes, but through everything about the game. You know, the fighting style, the special moves, even the stances, and the specials, and the, you know, super moves even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to really customize your gameplay style, and you get to name it whatever you want, you know? The game's cheap too. Like, I think I spent $12 for this game. And it's a small game too, like it's less than 2 gigs if I'm not mistaken. So it's a really small game, it's cheap and fun. To me, this is a pickup, easy pickup, especially if you like fighting games. Does the developer know that I'm endorsing this game like this? No, I don't know who the hell this person is, but you know, I'm making a video about this game because I really believe in it and I really like it, and I think you would like it too. If you're the type that likes to play Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Tekken and stuff like that, and you're waiting for one of those big games to drop, why don't you pick this up on Steam? You know what I'm saying? Give it a whirl, see how you like it. You might be surprised, just like I was, because I've sunk way too many hours into this game, far more than I ever intended to. But with that being said, y'all, that's a wrap, man. You know what I'm saying? Pick this game up, Fight of Steel Infinity Warrior. You know? But other than that, I'll catch y'all later. 1.